let's go to these team introductions. We're going to start off with the blue team. Let's get you guys introduced. First off, we have Vitality Cross repping LA, and he is going to be rolling with Rollins. Of course, next up we have TweakyBird from Michigan, rocking the Black Knight. Lots of control.
Oh,
gonna help out. Comes out with the fresh dab. Sir, it's too early. It's not even 12:30.
Blow.
Prima coming out. Prima 9, excuse me, coming from Wisconsin. He's going to be rocking Alona. Nice mini flex there. And then, wow, I think this guy's trying to throw me for a curve. Rawrimbumblebee coming out next. Point Ioma. He's going to be rocking. And Bonnie comes out with the double point. He's going to be scoping from a distance. And who won't be too far behind him? Xenomaru, who's going to actually be coaching these guys. Come on out. Tallest guy on the dev team right now. It's kind of freakishly. I can't even stand that close to him. It just freaks me out. I'm a short guy.
That's very true. And with that said, let's bring out the red team as well. You guys ready for this? Coming up first is going to be EvilEmperorSerg from San Diego, representing that and Bonnie on the phone. calling for some strategies. Probably on Discord right now. Up next is going to be Animepowerup from San Diego, representing Alona. And right behind him is going to be Indoninja from Rolling Heights.
Indoninja. Okay,
with the counter
You
dab.
see the fast ninja dab, and he went toward the opposing team.
Right.
That's
like
aggression
that
if I've ever seen it.
He's going to be represented with Rollins. Coming up next now is HotfixEarth from Miami, represented with Spartacus.
Okay, all right.
All right, and their coach for the red team is going to be BerserkerMike.
Oh, BerserkerMike.
I love this.
Definitely
I'm
a
excited.
great coach to have on your side. Look at the slow walkout. Looks at the opposing team. Yeah, what's up, dude? Walks over to his side, ready to coach the team to victory. I want to see how this plays out. Now, once again, you guys know the format by now. Let's talk about team composition at this point.
Red team, no tank.
That's kind of scary. That's really scary considering we do have a Black Knight on the blue team. And they have an Alona on top of that.
Right. So strategy-wise, what would you do with this composition? Let's walk through that red team.
For red team, I feel like it's going to be really iffy. I mean, you do have Ann Bonnie. You do have Alona. Those are really good things to have.
Right.
Rawlings and Spartacus are going to be the go-to players to this team because they're going to control the pace very much.
Absolutely.
They're going to be the people that they're going to set the tone. They're going to go in and what are we going for? We're going for relic. We're going for power up. We're going for damage. And I feel like those are the warriors that are going to make that call.
Absolutely. But with that said, though, you do need somebody to kind of take a bulk of the damage or at least start the initiations. So who do you build your armor around?
I would say at this point, on the red team, you will build your team around Alona because your guys are going to be doing a lot more damage. On top of that, you're going to need to survive that Black Knight. So calling on strength and cooldown for both those characters is actually really smart. And you see challenge for the Black Knight as well as strength for Rawlings. And then you have cooldown for Alona and strength for Ann Bonnie on the blue team. Let's get started.
You know, I actually respect that chalice buy. Black Knight not expecting to take very much damage as the initiations are going to, in their opinion, possibly go one way. So
wow,
smart buy
from them.
Did you see that?
That was so smart. Throws the relic off while they're getting the power up, and it resets it, and they still come out with the red team grabbing that strength boost.
Wow. I like the pull. Everybody's focus firing on that Spartacus right now. Looks like we're going to see a clean up on the Spartacus. Relic, once again, is gone. Alona is gone as well. Rollins in a little bit of trouble. It seems that he's quietly just picking off the... Oh, never mind. Looks like he just got picked off from Ann Bonnie as he was trying to get those buildables.
And there's that mirror of judgment right there. That's actually going to do a lot of... a light of judgment, excuse me. It's going to do a lot of damage, continuous damage, kind of like a mine if you get close to it. That Alona buildable is really good and helps out.
Turns around, gets a hit, turns back around, goes for a pull, and then the thorns come out. I really like the play from this Black Knight.
Nice. And look at those buildables coming up for the red side. They're doing a great job of setting the pace right now, especially the fact that it's the first round. Rawlings goes down for the blue team, and the pace of this match is pretty steady right now. Nice control, nice team follow-up and building, and you see Alona try to get that breakaway with the relic deep into blue side.
Great snipe from Ann Bonnie there to stop that push. Worked very well on the red side, but still, the blue team still going to make an advance. Oh, never mind. Looks like we're going to see a pop-up. This is a very dangerous situation to fight the Black Knight, and low on health and gets a kill.
And look at that ballista up there just waiting, but Ann Bonnie actually taking the shots from a distance. And we had somebody in jail, nice breakout there, and you see Blue Rawlings try to move it forward, and Bonnie not having any of it, helping out from a distance.
I like the push right now. Oh, Very dangerous situations. Rolling with the pressure.
Oh, wow. Spartacus falls off the stage. That's a done deal. And
Uh-oh.
it is 3v3 right now. 16 seconds before anybody comes back on the red side. The blue team has a Black Knight back in 3 seconds. Is that going to stop Rawlings? He gets clipped by the ballista.
Tries to
Man,
go for
that
the roll.
buildable so good.
Tries to go for the roll. Unfortunately, he does miss it. Wow, there's a kill streak on Red Rollins' side.
Yep.
And just like that, they push him in. Oh, dashes past the siege barrel. Says, no, you cannot.
Wow. Needs to be really careful. Multiple hits for that siege barrel. It does dissipate afterwards, but if you set it correctly, you can do a lot of damage in a short amount of time.
This is very true. Now, I have to say, I really do like the movement here from the red team. Although they're a very squishy team, they managed to move the relic very well. Although right now they're in a dangerous position as there is a Sunshrine sitting on the blue side, regenerating their health. They're deep in the zone, though. Gets a toss, gets a pass, gets the push, gets the
Wow,
goal.
you see that down there? You see that Spartacus keeping that Black Knight busy, hits him with the 4 glory, then they get the goal.
So
Watch
what
right down
happened?
here on the left-hand side. You see him keeping him busy, and you see the pickup and the jump, not being too aware of where that relic was going to land.
Right.
And that's where team play comes in. You have to be aware of that relic most of the time.
Yes.
If you're not attacking, if you're not managing buildables, you need to be aware of that relic.
Now, I have to say, if you look on the board, there's not very many kills on the board. Of course, and Bonnie on the blue side, 3 kills. But Rollins also with 4 kills. But it doesn't look like they're trying to clean up any fights right now. Just a lot of pushing, a lot of pressure. So with that said, let's see how they apply their buildables this time around.
Nice. You see Red Rawlings makes that minecart barrel right there in front, and they go right for that power-up on strength again, and then they start making their moves. And it's really smart because they grab the relic first, and then they do it. Blue team's kind of focused on making those buildables, making them make sense, and having a nice defense against anybody trying to get in there.
I like Alona right there, going for the aggression, actually pushing and pressuring the Rollins to back off. Does have the burst that causes a knockdown, and then just backs off simply. Uh-oh, this is a dangerous situation. They've actually isolated Rollins, who managed to roll out, does manage to survive. He's going for the tosses. Passes to Ann Binder, which has actually put her in a dangerous situation as she could not burst and defend herself. She does get cleaned up, and just like that, we have a push right into that blue side. Tries to put the jail in front of him.
Wow,
Does
and
clip the
you
Black
see
Knight.
Rawlings just hop right over and get that relic in the relay to take us home for a point.
That was clean. That was quick. That was fast.
Let's look at this replay
Wow.
real quick. Tries to set up that prison cell, and he was like, no, I'm going to bail out. Just hops right over the trap to get that relic into the relay. And you see the Black Knight for the blue team getting 2 kills, and it's definitely kind of evening out right now, but they still have to pay attention.
Very interesting to see a actual death reduction build on the Black Knight. It doesn't seem like he's really going down that much. He went down maybe 1 time. So I don't think it's really necessary, although we may be finding out something that we don't know. So we'll see how it goes from here. In the meantime, once again, we see that red push. Looks like it's going to be stolen from the blue team, though,
Wow.
as Ann Bonnie makes the snipe and does grab it.
And uses her hole buster, takes off a lot of damage. That is her ult. Takes off a lot of damage, multiple enemies, so you know it's going to do a nice chunk of damage on their power-up. And they got both power-ups on the blue side, so they have a health as well as a strength boost. And it's 4v2 right now, well, 4v3 now.
Absolutely insane. Alona's got a lot of work to do if she wants to keep this team in that battle. And again, this is what we were talking about before. This assembly is really solid in movement, but a very, very squishy team. They don't even need to build around the Black Knight on the blue team. All they have to do is just make smart pushes and apply a lot of pressure, and it's working out for them.
Nice.
In the meantime, right now, we do have a scramble on the blue side. Lots of toss-ups, lots of action, but somebody needs to be applying damage. They really don't have the firepower to just push the relic. I do see a burst in there, but the ballista does stop blue team from trying to dash in, and they're actually very low on health. We can see a potential team wipe here as they try to run for their
They're
lives.
chasing Ann Bonnie, and look at Rawlings with the chase down, gets the shot and the team wipe, and that's what I was just talking about. It's like you're either focusing on one thing or the other. You need to be aware, and most of the time, all you have to do is just glance up to the middle of the screen, and you can see where the rest of your team is if you check the map to the right, or you can check the life of each individual player.
And that happened actually because the team did not realize that their Black Knight was out of play. As soon as they made that, as soon as they saw that, they should have realized maybe we should back off just a little bit, play in the midfield, get our health back, wait for that Black Knight to come back so we can reassemble. They didn't do that. They managed to lose their Alona, and then after that, it was just a quick cleanup. And in the meantime, right now, we do see red team once again picking up that red buff. Looks like they're going to fight for the blue one as well. Who's going to get the health? It looks like the blue team will get the health. And once again, we're in the midfield scrambling. Spartacus right now just, walking around, trying to guide the other team into a field that they're comfortable fighting in.
Nice. Have to be aware of where that relic is at all times.
Absolutely.
And you can see they're getting a little more awareness when it comes to this. You see the blue team being a lot more cautious before doing anything like, hey, we need to keep track of this relic, because the red team has done a great job of grabbing that relic and then going for the buff they're looking for. Nice chuck right there. I'm not sure. Oh, it didn't fall off the stage. Picked up by the blue team's Black Knight, and he's going to move that relic far down the middle of the arena right now.
You have to check out the buildables on that blue side. Blue team is not going to have any problem initiating on their side, and they have nothing but shrines to keep their health ready and available.
On top of that, they have those Light of Judgments and those ballistas, as well as, like you said, those healing shrines.
So that's a lot of free damage being dealt, a lot of free health being returned. That's a great place to initiate, especially if they want a team wipe.
Exactly.
Uh-oh, we're going to see a cleanup on Alona. Alona flashes out. Great stuff. Pops the ult and gets the heal. That'll be back really shortly, so it's not a problem. All right, and we actually see a push here. Again, look at those shrines. That's a lot of health being returned. But we see a dash right by it. Those spikes do stop the push. Alona's in jail.
Alona is in jail. No visitation.
We might see a wipe here. They can get it right now if they clean her up, but she pops the ult, and they still get it.
There it is. Like we said before, you have to be aware of those things. It is so easy to get caught up in the movement of that relic. It's scary.
Yes.
Because you don't realize it's happening till it's too late.
Absolutely. And we're going to go to a game number 5.
And that's how it started. We had a relic score, and then we had a team wipe for both teams. And let's check out these buildables.
All right. Again, the red team doesn't have much on the board. Blue team is stacked heavy, especially when it comes down to health regeneration. They've got a lot of stuff going on. Spikes are coming out from that blue Black Knight. And it looks like they're going to get a steal once again for that red buff.
And look at that Siege Barrel just making its way slowly, ever so menacingly, down the middle of the arena.
A quiet minion, too.
I know,
no one
right?
saw it. They just didn't even try to focus on it.
All right, now it's going to try to clear that relic. Red team's Rawlings before getting clipped by blue teams and Bonnie.
Right, and the blue team's actually trying to slowly take the relic out of play. They're tossing it up and actually trying to engage into the fight right now because they know they have the advantage here.
Oh, nice. Using that long shot from Bonnie on the blue team, and she gets triple teamed, and she is down. It is a 4v3 situation, 5 seconds before she's back. But the blue team has both of the buffs, so they're in pretty good standings right now.
Yeah, they can do a lot if they just slow play it like they've been doing. Again, let's not forget, Black Knight does have the chalice available, which is why you're not seeing too much action from the Black Knight. Just kiting around, having a little bit of fun, making sure to apply pressure where necessary, moving that relic. That way people do focus on him. That's what he wants. Fortunately, though, looks like we're going to see a few cleanup.
Look at that gold just being left there.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, look at the push right now.
Alona hurt.
Needs to be really careful.
And Bonnie hurt.
Blue team Alona. And somebody's in jail again. It's 3 of them. Them not clearing those buildables is definitely catching up to them. Red team's Rawlings is doing a great job of setting those jail. You have to navigate those.
Absolutely.
Just to get in and close the score.
Looks like they're going to push on red buff side right now. They're actually going to park the relic there. Again, they are trying to take the relic out of play and go for that team score. It will work in their advantage if they do so.
Nice. Uses that barrage from Red Team Rawlings.
Wow.
Picked up by Red Team Spartacus.
Right back in midfield once again, and then not afraid to fight in his zone because they know if they need to retreat, it's not too far. But they may lose their Alona here. No, she flashes out and goes right back to her shrines.
And that's really smart. Alona, of course, a really squishy character. Can't take too many hits. She does have one of those evasive options of teleporting and getting out of danger.
Wow.
And you see blue team's Rawlings just disperse Spartacus and Bonnie not in play. So it's 4v2 right now. 2 seconds before anybody comes back. And oh, wow. Look at how many ballistas are set up there. They have to deal with so much.
This is intense. You know, honestly, the push started to happen as soon as they cleaned out the Bonnie. I'm starting to find that the Bonnies are actually the power players on both teams, both of which are slow playing. Anytime the Bonnie drops, that means that Sniper's not there to deal any damage. They can push the relic forward. Look at that. Buildable cleanup once again by Bonnie.
Nice.
Look at that. Rollins cleaning up the spikes.
Uh-oh, and we're getting dangerously close to that 1 minute mark. And, of course, you know what that means. Territory is going to come into play.
And that just goes to show how even the matchup has been so far. These guys have been slow playing very well. They want to make a probable push, something that's very definite because every time they overextend, they get wiped, and they know that for sure this time.
Exactly.
Oh, and Bonnie almost gets
nice
sniped.
With the long shot. And look at what just happened. So much damage being done onto those buildables just to clear a little space.
Oh, my
you see
goodness.
those healing shrines.
Oh, my
goodness. You see that ballista. You see that trampoline all set up on the red side of the field. And it is a 3v2 situation. 25 seconds before Spartacus even comes back. Rawlings back in 5 seconds for the red team. And you see them clearing that relic. Really smart.
And really, they're just slow playing here. It's like, you know, we need to get our health back because we only have one final push available. I absolutely agree with that. If they get dropped now, their respawn timers have been pushed so high because they've just been back and forth in kills. Every kill is vital here.
Nice.
And there's just case in point. We see one go down, 5 more seconds on the clock. Alona will be back shortly. All right, they're kiting in that midfield, but red team's going to have to make a push because the relic is on their side. They need to cross that line.
8 seconds left. What's going to happen? It's pretty close to the line. Anything's going to happen. Yo, what's going to happen? Tries to chuck it out, but it's still deep in red territory. Tries to chuck it. Oh, my God. What an interception at the last second. Not today.
And that was
not in my house.
That was actually an accident because it was the red team's Rollins that made the toss, and unfortunately, red team Spartacus jumped at the wrong time and lost to round 4. That's very unfortunate, but a very close match.